the channel members, the Patreons. Thank y'all for being here. We got a good topic. We really do. And we are going to get into it. All right. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. Let's see who's here. A Willie, Lena M, what's good? It's been a while. Matthew, Raining Woman, what's up? Miss Tangy, Troy, Gerald, Pretty Gangster, what's up? Dora, Brian, Turner, what's up? I want to do this live. I don't know how many people are going to be here, but I want to do this live because I want all of us to listen to this and react to this together. DJ Envy is a bozo. I've been saying that this guy is being sued for defrauding people. Maybe he's going to worm his way out of that. I don't know. But this guy is using his wife as a way to get out or to get promotion for his show. And to me, this is a play. What's up, Ryuga? This to me seemed like a play for ratings. Him and his wife are nothing more than attention seekers. Soldier for Jesus, what's up? Him and his wife have done speaking tours. I believe they wrote a book together. This guy is still trying to prove to his wife that he cares about her. Just imagine. Just imagine you. As a man, you have to constantly fight to prove your manhood to your wife. I would never want to be in that situation. But he is. Salute to everybody that's here. I want to speak on something real quick. Y'all know they just had the VMAs, right? They just had the VMA Awards. Meg Thee Stallion made a fool of herself being extra. You know, this is what happens when celebrities get protected by the media. They're able to send an innocent man to prison. They tend to think they can act any way that they want. But karma always comes back. It really does. You got a woman that can't sell no music. What tours has Meg Thee Stallion done? She has no audience. She has no fans. Well, she doesn't have fans who are willing to pay to go see her. She'll do festivals. She'll be at award shows. But where is the music? Where is the albums? Where are the tours? Her ex, Partisan, is dating, what's her name? Jada Kingdom. I believe he upgraded. Because one, Meg Thee Stallion is not worth it. And he probably figured that out. So I believe he upgraded. And everybody's pretending like she is a big deal. Like she is this huge musical artist. No, she isn't. She benefited from being a part of the Rock Nation promotional push. She is not a talented artist. She don't put the work in. She's worked out. That's about it. Her OnlyFans are in the shade room. Yeah, that's where her OnlyFans are. She doesn't have a real fan base. This is why she had to go make a song with Cardi B again. Yeah, the VMAs are still around. I heard that the ratings for the VMAs was like 800,000. The ratings for the VMAs was 800,000. Less than 10 years ago, the ratings was 10 million. Now, the best that MTV can do is 800,000 for all those celebrities. 10 years ago, none of those people would be celebrities. Most of those people would never be able to be in these rooms 10 years ago. But because the music industry can't find talented artists anymore, or they're too lazy to look for them, they go and look for viral people. Yeah, Suki Hana, it's a joke. Yes, she does make black women look bad. And black women sit up there and defend this heifer. And she's making you look bad. And y'all defend her. What's up, T-Man? KY, what's good? It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. But that's who celebrities are these days, I guess. Let me get to this Tyrese and DJ Envy back and forth. DJ Envy is using his marriage to get ratings for his show. The Breakfast Club peaked, I believe, in like 2015. Because that's back when radio actually had a place in society. I don't think radio, especially boring and dull radio, has a place in society. I remember listening to this show when I was attending this local college back in 2012, 2013. I would go to the library and I would look at the videos, the video interviews, just, killing some time. So I would go there and I would look at while I was there. That was when the Breakfast Club was the Breakfast Club. 2012, 2013, right? Now look at it. It's Angela Yee left, and she left. It didn't make much of an impact because the show had already peaked. The show had peaked. No one cared. Their interviews were so bland, and they no one cared about the interviews. Just about every interview used to go viral. It didn't matter who it was. But when you get comfortable and you're getting paid, and you got these celebrities who get in their feelings, you change. Right? And when I look at Tyrese and I look at DJ Envy, and I look at why DJ Envy is getting into all these beefs. DJ Envy used to be the unproblematic one, right? There would always be people who have an issue with Angela Yee. There are people who would have an issue with Charlamagne the God. But DJ Envy wasn't the one who was having issues until he cheated on his wife. Then it was about him going on these apology tours. He went on these apology tours to make his wife famous. Because let's be real, DJ Envy, you went on those apology tours because your wife wants to be famous. They went on all these interviews. They even wrote a book together, and they have a podcast together. I don't know if they still do those episodes, but they have a podcast together. And his wife says something very interesting. Make sure y'all like the stream. His wife says something very interesting. His wife told him to his face that if men flirt with her, she's not going to shut it down. She's not going to be like, She's married. She can't participate in it. She's not going to say anything because DJ Envy talked about the fact that there was a guy that owned a restaurant and she sat down and she talked to him, I guess after they ate, and he just allowed it. He ain't tell her, we got to go. Because that's the type of guy he is. He wants to act tough when he's at his studios, when he knows people are going to protect him. His wife told him to his face that she's not going to stop men from flirting with her. And she felt almost like she felt disgusted at him even asking her to shut it down. This is the guy who credibility is not that great with me. So even though his wife, who loves drama, because if she didn't love drama, she wouldn't have participated in this. But she loves attention just as much as the rest of a lot of these women that we talk about. She went on, and I'm going to play the audio. She went on, she called up to his show, and she put it out there that Tyrese was trying to flirt with her. Now, I also going to have a portion of a live stream that Tyrese did where he said, I was never flirting with you. What you talking about? Now, y'all got to understand. When DJ Envy and his wife were having problems, she wanted Tyrese to help them, not him. I guess because at the time they were all cool. But I think DJ Envy thought, why does she want Tyrese in our marriage? And him thinking about it, he thinks that his wife has a crush on him. I don't even think his wife saw any type of messages, or if she did, she don't mind men flirting with her. So, I mean, she told DJ Envy this to his face that she doesn't really see that as a problem. But Tyrese doing it, allegedly, she has a problem with it. I thought Tyrese called his wife a B. But no, it was about flirting because we all know that DJ Envy is afraid to lose his wife. Tyrese is a threat to him. He knows that his wife is attracted to Tyrese, and he sabotaged that friendship. I believe DJ Envy sabotaged that friendship because when Tyrese needed DJ Envy abandoned him because DJ Envy is nothing more than a male jealous heifer. He's a jealous male heifer who already felt some type of way about Tyrese being brought into their marriage. Is like that, and I believe he sabotaged. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. And I believe he sabotaged that friendship. Because if he had a problem with Tyrese, he should have addressed it. But he wanted to be a male heifer and act like a woman and say, you know what, I'm just not going to talk to him anymore. I'm just going to block him. You know what I'm saying? All emotional, sensitive. If he was flirting with your wife, you should have checked him then. We talking 2017. So you mean to tell me that that since then you didn't address that with him? You waited until he came to your show? And Tyrese himself said that he wasn't in his right mind because of the meds he was taking. But it don't surprise me. He's a meffer. It don't surprise me that DJ Envy would act this way. But the fact that his wife is getting involved lets me know what type of woman she really is. She's a drama-loving female just like the rest of them. Just like the rest of them. She's no different. Look at all the speaking engagements that they do. Look at all, they do a podcast together. I would not be surprised if she don't go up there and start and gets interviewed. Like, who is she? This is how afraid he is of losing his wife. Bro, if she leaves you, she's going to leave you, bro. Especially if you get in trouble with the real estate fraud. If you end up having to pay a lot of money or better yet, get jailed, you don't think she going to leave you? to distance herself because them children are getting older. You don't think she'll leave you, DJ Envy? You out here going on dummy missions for this woman. When this woman doesn't have any respect for you, bozo. You males, let me tell you, especially you married men, you married men will go on dummy missions more than anybody, crashing out over a woman that has one foot out the door. This man was jealous at Tyrese being brought into the marriage, but Tyrese helped your marriage. You even said it. But when Tyrese needed you, you abandoned him because you are a jealous male heifer. That's what you are. And you're out here looking bad. And I'm telling you right now, if there's any indictments of you in real estate fraud, she's leaving your ass. Okay? She's leaving you, bro. She's just biding her time. This is why I had no sympathy for DJ Envy when he got cooked by Rick Ross. You see, DJ Envy, you do this to yourself, bro. You've been apologizing for years. Your wife doesn't care, bro. These women always look for reasons to gain power and leverage in relationships. And that's what she's doing because, see, you had all the power and the leverage in the marriage, but she took it back. Women eventually want power in the marriage, and they will use your cheating in order to do it, especially when you are somebody with fame and money. That's why you see so many divorces. These men are like, I'm not going to let you control nothing. You can go. You can go file for divorce. What's up, King Damo? This guy is crashing out over a woman that don't even want to be with him like that. Like, what do you say to that? And then you bringing your wife on the show to make a fool of herself. Tyrese is saying he never tried to flirt with your wife. But you making it seem like he was trying to get with your wife. No, that's your insecurity. Your wife is going along with it because your wife has power in a relationship and she knows that you will do anything, even make a fool of yourself. She's never going to let that cheating go, DJ Envy. No matter what you do, no matter how more successful you become, she's always going to hold that over your head. There's nothing you can do, bro. Nothing. Women, these guys allow these women to control them, to disrespect them. And again, you're out here looking bad. And I'm telling you right now, you do men like DJ Envy, when your wife is using cheating over and over and over again to punish you, to put you in your place, to make you do something, and you do it, she now has the power and the leverage in a relationship. I think you've always been a jealous male heifer when it comes to your wife and the men that she gives attention to, the fact that he was brought into the marriage to help it. That has always been in the back of your mind. I still remember when your wife told everybody that there was a time that you weren't satisfying her. DJ Envy, your wife has made a complete fool of you, man. She told you to your face that she's going to continue to flirt with she's going to continue to allow men to flirt with her. And then she told the world that there was a time when you weren't satisfying her, bro. That's why I can feel, I see why you're trying to find your masculinity and it ain't working because we're still making a fool of you. And Tyrese even said it, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he even made fun of you. He's like, man, he can act tough, but he's not tough. He can act tough, but you're not tough. Yeah, Rain Woman, I made a video about it. What's up, Daisy? DJ Envy talked tough because he was in a studio and he knew he was going to have protection. But if they were they were standing somewhere where he didn't have this protection, he wouldn't have talked crazy. You going to box somebody's mouth? You're a weirdo. And you're giving off loser husband energy. You husbands out here who crashed out over your wife, You're giving off loser energy, okay? She's going to do whatever she wants to do. There's nothing that you're going to do, married man, that's going to ever change her mind once her mind is set a certain way. She's going to see you that way, and there's nothing you can do. You can get on here and threaten as many men as you want to. It's not going to change a damn thing. Hey, DJ Envy, your wife still sees you as a cheater and a loser, and no matter what you say, she's not going to forgive you. Or even if she forgives you, she's not going to forget, bro. She's not going to forget. You male heifer, you. You talking about you're gonna box somebody's mouth. You're a lame. You're a lame. If you really was running your household, your wife wouldn't be calling that studio, because Tyrese would have never been brought into the marriage to fix anything. You go to therapists. Why are you going to R&B singers for marriage advice? Because it was your wife's idea. But you should have said, no, we're not doing that. That's a friend. Let's go to people who it's their job to fix marriages. And you didn't do that, Envy, because she threw that cheating in your face and you bowed down and you did what she wanted you to do. And you want to get on this show and you want to talk to her because you know security would have been right there. But you would have got your face boxed. Salute to everybody that's here. I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This was edited. It was put on World Star. It's been edited down because Tyrese did like a 20-minute live stream. I still make sure that, I don't know, let me see. Now, this is going to be DJ Envy's wife calling up on the show. This guy's putting his wife on his show. This is how down bad the Breakfast Club is. They need to shut it down. You got to bring drama to the show, DJ Envy. I know that you're relying heavy on this show to take care of your wife. Look at the background, family. That is the book that they wrote together. Real life, real love. No, it's real sucker love. It's real life, real sucker energy. That's the book I told. That's the book right there. That's the book. He's promoting the book. And his wife desperately wants to be famous, but she's not talented at anything. So she uses cheating in order to build some sort of resume for herself. Just imagine that your wife wants to be out here getting attention, wants to be famous. Just imagine you married and your wife out here wanting attention. And listen, I see social media. I see some of you married men allowing your wives to be out here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Probably our lowest point, and I cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. And can you explain to the people why we stopped talking to Tyrese?
He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often. But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate. Like, he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention.
Family. This is a married woman. Family, this is a married woman saying this. A married woman saying that another man is demanding of her time. This is a married woman saying that this guy was too demanding of her time. If there's any married men listening, do y'all bring your male friends into your marriage and then he starts being more and more demanding of your wife's time? It sounds like you're sharing your wife. It sounds like you're sharing your wife. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You don't bring R&B singer actors into your marriage, especially somebody that your wife is probably attracted to.
Where if I didn't give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry.
Well, what lines did he?
What? She called him though. Right. That sounds like a side. Yo, that sounds like a side dude, man. Yes, that's their wife. Listen, y'all know I've told y'all, I say this a lot. I say it's not your wife. That's our wife. You know, we're all sharing her, right? When a lot of your wives are out here, just surfing for attention. That's our wife. That's not your wife. That's our wife, right? And that looks like what was going on here. Like, that sounds like a side dude. That don't sound like just a marriage counselor. That sounds like somebody who's a side dude. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a woman, trying to break up with her side dude because he's too demanding of her time. Too demanding of a married woman's time. That sounds like a side dude. She act like she do sound like she in court. That's crazy. He's too demanding of your time. What is your side dude? Like,
I actually met DJ Envy wife Gia at ShopRite grocery store in Paramus, NJ back in 2017 to 2018-ish. Very nice person. She's beautiful.
Appreciate that, Yardley. I'm sure she is a nice person. I would never say she isn't. But the intention here is just something I'm not a fan of. Why are you a part of this? This is something that should have been handled behind the scenes, but he's using this to get ratings for his failing show. Right? But she's like, he's demanding of her time. Like, what? Imagine me finding out that a guy that I'm friends with is demanding of my wife's time. First off, I'm going to ask him, why is he demanding of her time? I'm not going to just go and ignore him and block him. I'm going to say, hey, what's going on? Because why does he have this much access to your wife anyway? But no, the crazy thing is though, there's a lot of women out here with male friends that have relationships and they have husbands and they be out here cupcaking and flirting with other men while they have a whole husband and boyfriend, Right, Lena M. She does do that. She does talk very calm, because I bet when they're at home, she's probably like yelling and, but in public, she's very calm, right? Yeah, she was texting Tyrese while laying next to Envy.
Cross.
There was flirting and inappropriate compliments.
Certain things that you don't say to a man's wife.
Were you upset that he wasn't flirting with you? And
Charlamagne says, are you upset because he wasn't flirting with you? Maybe he is. Maybe he is jealous. I told you he's a male heifer. He's a male heifer. But bro, just like this man she's making it seem like that's her side dude and he's overstepping, right? Like what's really going on here, man? What's really going on here?
Any way, shape, or form?
A little bit. No, you see, you playing too much. Tyrese did help save my marriage, and I have a respect for him for that.
Me and your wife were communicating August.
Now, these are the receipts from Tyrese. Now, we're going into the receipts from Tyrese.
August 11th, 2022. August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3 she said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like, I know y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, if she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her, as you allege, and you felt the way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023? It's shit, bro. Like that's like, look what your wife just texted back and said. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out when can we...
Yo, Jay, we got to be careful. EVNY might try to box our mouths, lol.
Appreciate that, Hamilton. Yeah, he's out here trying to box people's mouths. DJ Envy's out here threatening people. He talking about boxing people's mouths. That's the type of time he on.
Finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife? Or did I not? Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain? And why am I texting you directly and you're responding? There is no problem. There is no disrespect. Just be a man and say, when you went through the same shit that I was going through, I just needed an out. I needed to just, like, yo, I'm not fucking with none of that. Just say it. And then here's the last thing that nobody knows. When I had my psych med meltdown, it was around 2017 because I woke up to the news September 11th. And probably like a month later is when this goofy psychiatrist gave me the psych med saying it's going to help you to calm down and stabilize your mood, and it me up. The psych med episode had already came and went. Me and my ex were still together over a year and a half after the whole thing went down. Me, you, and your wife have been on calls. We've been texting. We've been communicating. And we've been good. Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022. August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was...
Shout out to Joe K. Remember, for 37 months, Tyrese looking pretty thirsty, sending so many back-to-back texts. Now, I agree, because she giving him, like, little short, replies. He is sending a lot. That's a lot of messages. Now, did she delete some? You got to look at that. Did she delete anything? But, yeah, that's a lot of messages, bro. That's a lot of messages. I don't know if he's been inappropriate, but it seems like he's doing a lot of talking and she ain't. Now, that is suspicious. Like, bro, why are you sending all those messages? Now, again, if this is the problem that DJ Envy had, I can understand that. Like, bro, you sending her all these messages, what? But he says that Tyrese was flirting, being aggressive. But also, these were from August. So we're talking about DJ Envy is making it seem like the situation popped off in 2017. And that's why he cut off communication with Tyrese. But Tyrese says, 2023, we still talking to each other. I don't think there's a problem. I think DJ Envy may have blocked him, but his wife did not block Tyrese. Seems like she's the initiator. Yeah, it does. But he's not showing her messages. I guess he's mostly showing
7 hours and 3 she said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like, I know y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, if she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her, as you allege, and you felt the way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023?
Let's get the likes up.
It's shit, bro. Like, that's like, Look what your wife just texted back and said. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out when can we finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife? Or did I not? Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain? And why am I texting you directly and you're responding? There is no problem. There is no disrespect.
Right. What's good, Paris? He's right, you know. But I will say this though, man. There's a lot of communicating going on there. There's a lot of communicating going on there. Listen, I'm going to, let's see, refresh this. We're gonna go back.
Let's call my wife.
Looking to implement event-driven API.
Hold up. You know, she is communicating with him, man. Now again, I wouldn't want no man to communicate with my wife like that, but if they friends, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. But the thing is, though, she told DJ Envy she wouldn't stop men from flirting with her. So I don't buy this whole he was flirting with her thing. I don't. I think DJ Envy always felt some type of way. I think DJ Envy probably asked her questions about Tyrese, and she probably told him that Tyrese be hitting her up a lot. And I think he just, you know, listen, if you don't like somebody, the truth is going to come out eventually. If you feel some type of way about somebody, the truth is always going to come out. Always. Shout out to Hamilton again.
She kept entertaining it. She was probably thinking, so get back.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. She was entertaining it. She didn't shut it down. If you feel like what's going on is disrespectful to your husband, you need to shut it down. Block him. She was messaging him from what I saw. And he was messaging her a whole lot.
Tyrese helped save our relationship when we were going through probably our lowest point and I cheated. Tyrese came in and really helped us and guided us through our relationship, correct?
Yes, he did. Absolutely.
And then we got to a point where we stopped talking to Tyrese. And can you explain to the people why we stopped?
Shout out to Forever
Someone here's
Runway.
lying, LMAO.
Absolutely. Appreciate that, Forever Runway. Somebody is. Is DJ Envy getting bad information from his wife? Because it looks like they're still communicating as of August. As of August, he's still communicating with your wife of this year, even though you claim a couple of years back you stopped talking to him.
Stop talking to Tyrese.
He and I became friends, and we were very, very cool, and we spoke often.
They were friends. What's it with women and male friends, man? She said that they were friends and they spoke often. How often? So it wasn't just a one-way conversation. She was talking to Tyrese as well. They were friends, according to her. All you married men, you let your wives have male friends? Maybe some of you, I'm about to say you N-words. But some of you brothers probably have friends who are talking to your wife. Now, depending on how you view your friends and if you're afraid of them, is if you're going to confront them about it or not. Right? How many of you married men allow your wife to have male friends that they talk to often?
But for me, it got to a point where it became inappropriate. Like he was extremely demanding of my time and of my attention.
Oh, Tyrese was demanding of her time and attention. Now, again, Tyrese is her friend. She's a married woman. You have to make time for your husband and your children. You were entertaining it. You gave him the thought that you had time for him. You should have made it clear that, you know, your time is reserved for your family, but I don't think you ever did that. I don't think you've ever done that. I think what she does for herself. She wants to have her male friends. Most of these married women got male friends, unless they're on some like real bad feminist BS. Most of these wives, y'all, especially you guys that are marrying women of these millennial women and Gen Z women, I bet you a lot of those women have male friends, and y'all are okay with it. Like, well, she with me, I don't care. Okay. Okay. But don't try to use it against that guy when your wife is acting up.
Where if I didn't,
it should have been boundaries.
Give him my time and my attention, he would get very angry.
What lines did he cross?
She said he would get very angry. Now, they cut up this interview. They cut up this clip. I think it's longer. I may have to go to the original, but maybe this will help it from getting copyrighted. But he was demanding of a married woman's time. Was he the side? Is he the side dude? Like, I know of this. You know, a lot of side dudes ain't gonna be that demanding. If they see you here and there, that's all right. But he was getting a lot of bad signals, I believe. There should have been boundaries. There were no boundaries. Saying that's beautiful doesn't sound demanding to me.
You know, there was flirting and inappropriate compliments.
So was he flirting with you, or was you flirting with him? You wasn't saying anything flirtatious towards him for him to get that idea? Was he saying you looking nice on IG, or you looking nice on TV? Is you know, she should have made it clear. It seemed like she was kind of being vague. She was putting stuff out here, but she wasn't going far. Like, you can't just vaguely put things out here and say that he's flirting with you. And how is he flirting with you? What is he saying? You're just putting it out here that he's being flirtatious, but what is he being flirtatious about?
Certain things that you don't say to a man's wife.
Were you upset that he wasn't flirting with you in any way, shape, or form?
A little bit. No, you see, you're playing too much. Tyrese did help save my marriage, and I have a respect for him.
Yeah, he was saving your marriage while flirting with your wife. Does that sound right to y'all? So Tyrese helps your marriage, but he's flirting with your wife. He saved your marriage. But he's also tearing it apart. He's sabotaging it. This is why you don't bring men who aren't licensed professionals into your marriage. You're supposed to be a married man who's been married for over 2 decades? I think they've been together. You got to know better. She is the initiator, Jay. You got to admit. I know she's the initiator, Lena. I had said, like, she wanted Tyrese to be brought into the marriage. That's what DJ Envy said. DJ Envy said that it was her idea to bring Tyrese in to help the marriage.
For that.
Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022. August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3 she said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like, I know y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, If she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her as you allege, and you felt the way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023? It's shit, bro. Like, that's like, look what your wife just texted back and said.
Look,
absolutely beautiful.
Yo, that's wild, man. He said, look at what your wife texted me, man. That just sounds wild, man.
Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out when can we finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife? Or did I not? Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain? And why am I texting you directly and you're responding? There is no problem.
I said this in my most recent video about DJ Envy and Tyrese. You know, his marriage with Samantha went downhill after the whole 2017 episode. His marriage went downhill after that, and his wife divorced him in 2020. I think that situation, and then the whole texting DJ Envy's wife, I think a lot of that played a role into it. Because you got to understand, women aren't going to leave unless they've built a file of you that they feel like, you know what, there's no going back. And I think that's why Samantha left him.
I don't trust no license or non-license man trying to save my marriage, especially if your wife's attractive. Men nature is men nature.
Appreciate that, Forever Runaway. It could be. I believe he is attracted to DJ Envy's wife. I do believe that. I do believe he's attracted to her because he does seem invested. But that people can have addictive personalities. You got men that may talk to a lot of different people, consistently. Just because they maybe are lonely, they don't have a lot of friends, or the friends that they do have, they want to keep those people, with them, connected to them. That could be what it is.
There is no disrespect. Just be a man and say, when you went through the same shit that I was going through, I just needed an out. I needed to just I'm not fucking with none of that. Just say it. And then here's the last thing that nobody knows. When I had my psych med meltdown, it was around 2017 because I woke up to the news September 11th. And probably like a month later is when this goofy psychiatrist gave me the psych med saying it's going to help you to calm down and stabilize your mood, and it me up. The psych med episode had already came and went. Me and my ex were still together over a year and a half after the whole thing went down. Me, you, and your wife have been on calls. We've been texting. We've been communicating. And we've been good. Me and your wife were communicating August 11th, 2022.
Yo, he said him and his wife have been communicating. Read his text to her. They were getting creepy as hell. She was sending for short replies, which was our code for a cool. Get the fuck off. Listen, they were short. But see, DJ Envy, again, on his show, he made it seem like he and his wife stopped talking to Tyrese 6 years ago. But in reality, he was still talking to DJ Envy's wife as of this year. which lets me know she did not block him. She did not talk to him about his quote unquote behavior. And yes, Angie, it is Envy's fault. Absolutely. He should have never brought Tyrese into the marriage, period. Point blank. You don't bring your friends into your marriage, all right? And that's what he did. And she was finished, but again, it looked like she was speaking to him in a longer conversation up at the top of that. If you can see it right there, y'all see the screenshot here? That's him and that's her. So she was talking to him. It wasn't all short replies. They were having full-on conversations for 6 or 7 years, however long. They have been having conversation. Yes, she does like the attention. His wife loves attention. Like she said, she's not going to stop men from flirting with her. She told DJ Envy this to his face. So for them to be outraged at him flirting with her is just, it's comical because she said out of her own mouth that she's not going to stop men from flirting with her. So her having a problem with him flirting is just kind of like, well, you said to DJ Envy himself that you're not going to stop men from flirting with you. Do I think Tyrese is attracted to DJ Envy's wife? Absolutely. You're not going to give nobody your attention unless you are attracted to him. You see, most people aren't going to tell you that, especially women. They're not going to give you no attention unless they're attracted to you. They don't, especially as a man, they don't care what you got to say. They're going to throw you right in the friend zone, get you out the way. But if they are attracted to you, they're going to immediately, they're going to put you in like a temporary friend zone until they're single. And when they're single again, all bets are off. So you got the friend zone, the freezer, and then you got that special short-term friend zone. You know, it's like a temporary friend zone. And that's for the men that she's actually attracted to. That's the men that she's going to call her bro and her brother, right? Her homeboy. Y'all know those girls, right? They always got a male friend. They call them their brother, their best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Bestie, all right. Bestie in them cheeks. Yeah. That's where the bestie at. That's where the bestie at, man. When you see women always taking photos with their quote unquote male friends, that guy's either gonna hit it or he's gonna hit it already.
August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3 She said without fail. Like, I got receipts.
Gotta explain.
I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce.
He gotta explain all these messages, man. He says, please call me if he's free. Please call me on three-way. So it looks like there was some issue between them back in August and he wanted to get on three-way. That's why I guess him and DJ Envy weren't communicating. So maybe he was communicating through her. Once again, what was this relationship? Like, seriously, what was this relationship? Listen, I'm not about to sit up here and cupcake with nobody's wife. Okay? I'm just not going to do that. She's already taken. Like, why would I waste my time giving her attention when she has a whole husband at home? Who she should be giving her undivided attention to. But the reality is a lot of these married women do this. Instagram and Facebook, they're full of married women out here looking for attention. Right? Yes, they have a husband, but they got to show you that their body looks good. Right? They got to show you how good the body looks. Right? But they have a whole husband at home. That's the reality of modern life right now. Is that women are going to go seeking attention even outside of the marriage, which makes so many problems. Now, you have a lot of men who are married who allow their wives to do that because they're so desperate to keep their wives. DJ Envy is so desperate to keep his wife that he allows her to have male friends.
To your wife, like, I know y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, if she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her, as you allege, and you felt the way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023? It's shit, bro. Like, that's like, look what your wife just texted back and said. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out when can we finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife? Or did I not? Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain? And why am I texting you directly and you're responding? There is no problem. There is no disrespect.
Oh, wow. Paris says, that's how my mom's sugar daddy is. Lets her sleep with other men. Listen, you can't be a sugar daddy if you ain't sharing your woman. You won't have to share her. You know, you got to share her with the men that she actually wants to be with. That's crazy, man. DJ Envy a sugar daddy. DJ Envy's a sugar daddy. Now, there's a longer video. Hold on. There's a longer video of Tyrese. I'm going to play that. All right.
I've lost a little sleep since I've been home about a man accusing me of disrespecting his wife, as he said. Charlemagne in the background said, "What did he say?" I was wondering too. What did I say? So, of course, you know, the beautiful thing about the iMessage, the iCloud, it gives you an opportunity to recall text messages, and I don't see nothing in the text messages directly into Envy or directly into his wife where I disrespected him or her. First of all, I think of all things that hurt me, anybody who knows me knows that I know and been around some of the most beautiful people, you know, girlfriends, baby mamas, wives. It's not even in my character to disrespect any man, specifically his wife. And yes, they can milk, not they, because I don't even know that his wife actually feels this way, but it's okay to milk the psych meds. Oh, you said a bunch of shit that you reckless. You know what? I'm still on my apology tour. Y'all seeing everything. I spoke about it in the interview. But I literally just had to pull up some receipts. And I had to go and look at my phone and say, when is the last time we were actually communicating? And does anything about our communication feel like I actually disrespected his wife or him? Because whether I was on psych meds or not, you're not describing me. You're not describing me as a man. That was the most hurtful thing ever. Charlamagne said, well, what did he say? Want to box you in the mouth. Hee hee ha ha. So, listen. I'm not going to show y'all what we were texting about. I just want to show you the debt. That says DJ Envy wife, DJ Envy, mission. Right? That's when I was on the mission to help in any way I could to step in and help his marriage. If you look here, that says August 23rd, 2022. This is a text chain with me, Envy, and his wife. Not 2017, 2018, where I supposedly disrespected his wife and I was blocked. I got receipts. If your wife blocked me, if you blocked me, how are we communicating about anything August 23rd, 2022? Now, let's go a little further. Here is some communication directly with your first lady.
Come on, Tyrese, man. Why are you talking to this woman, like giving this woman this attention, man? All these women. Now, again, y'all gotta understand, like, Tyrese may have an addictive personality. Maybe he likes her. He sees her as sort of like this loyal wife, right? Something that he always wanted. I think he may have lived vicariously through DJ Envy. I don't know why. I mean, why would you want to be DJ Envy? But I guess it's the woman that DJ Envy is with. He searched for that. He's wanted a wife like her. I think Samantha was sort of like the type of woman who fit what he thought Gia is. And that's why he got with Samantha. And I think Samantha realized that maybe she was a placeholder for another woman. That's why she left. I think if Tyrese really looks back and thinks about it, the reason why Samantha left is because of the whole meltdown and because of the whole texting relationship he had with Gia. And maybe he spoke about Gia to her a lot, and she had enough of it. Women are always going to feel some type of way if you're putting another woman on a pedestal. But if DJ Envy blocked him, DJ Envy's wife did not block Tyrese. Gia did not block Tyrese.
Okay? The last thing we were texting about was we were actually trying to figure out, because I told y'all I've been very uncomfortable about talking about what God used me to do and blah, blah, blah. Like, I did it as from my heart. I didn't know him. I don't have a history. He ain't my brother. We ain't family. We ain't childhood homies. So it was such a random assignment, and I ended up doing it. But for him to go on the airwaves and say, I wanted to box you in the mouth because you disrespected my wife blocked you, I blocked you, and I just unblocked you a month ago, that's a fucking lie, bro. That is a lie.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, he talking about he want to box. Like, no, you didn't, man. You're talking tough because you're on the radio. You know your wife is watching. And I know that bothered Tyrese. But he kept his cool. Yeah, Gia's definitely trying to cover her ass. She knows she been talking to Tyrese. No, he was not blocked. Now, maybe she blocked him now, but he has not been blocked, he said, the whole time.
Look at this, man. Me and your wife were communicating.
This says, hold up. This says, I just gave you a ring. Today is my daughter's birthday. So we will be celebrating throughout the early part of, will you be available? So she's talking about him coming to a party. That's what that says. That don't look like a woman that wants nothing to do. She's inviting him to a party. She's inviting him, it looks like, to a get-together. And this was in August. It looks like of this year. No, hold up. Is that last year? That looks like August 2022. Is that August 2022 or August 2022? Hold on. I think that's August of 2022. But I thought he'd been blocked for over 6 years. Don't look like it. It looks like she was communicating with him and everything.
August 11th, 2022. August 11th, 2012. Look, I said something that was 7 hours and 3 she said without fail. Like, I got receipts. I'm sending images of my new Rolls Royce to your wife. Like, I know y'all always got nice cars and this and that. Like, if she blocked me, if I actually disrespected her as you allege, and you felt
what's up, A Channel?
The way, how are we communicating August 22nd, 2023? It's bullshit, bro. Like, that's like, look what your wife just texted back and said. Absolutely beautiful. Talking about me purchasing an island in Turks and Caicos. That was August 23rd, 2023. Come on, man. And the last time that all three of us was on the text chain, we were actually going back and forth trying to figure out when can we finally do an IG live with all three of us finally talking about what God put on my heart to do on behalf of the marriage. So I'm going to ask you, sir, since all of this is played out for the public, did I disrespect your wife? Or did I not? Because why would your wife be communicating and responding with me with all the good energy that it's always been? And why would you be communicating with me and your wife on a text chain? And why am I texting you directly and you're responding? There is no problem. There is no disrespect. Just be a man and say, when you went through the same shit that I was going through, I just needed an out. I needed to just, like, yo, I'm not fucking with none of that. Just say it. And then here's the last thing that nobody knows. When I had my psych med meltdown, it was around 2017 because I woke up to the news September 11th. And probably like a month later is when this goofy ass psychiatrist gave me the psych med saying it's going to help you to calm down and stabilize your mood, and it fucked me up. The psych med episode had already came and went. Me and my ex were still together over a year and a half after the whole thing went down. Me, you, and your wife have been on calls. We've been texting. We've been communicating. And we've been good. So for you to say, I stopped fucking with you because you disrespected my wife, and my wife blocked you and I blocked you, and we just wasn't fucking with you, and every time you came to Atlanta and you texted me like, yo, pull up to the crib. You know why I was inviting you to the crib? I was inviting you to the crib because you were in town DJing. I wasn't inviting you to the crib to hash out no issues about me disrespecting your wife, because I never disrespected your wife. You never said I disrespected her. She never said.
Right. So this, to me, this is very random. It is. But DJ Envy is desperate. Y'all got to understand, he's on a failing show. The Breakfast Club is failing. I would not doubt in a year or so that show is gone. Charlamagne done moved on to something else. DJ Envy is going to try to bring in guests, but it ain't the same. This was a desperate reach for DJ Envy to get ratings for his show, but people are going to care for a day or so and they're going to move on. And the fact that your wife participated shows me that, you know, she's all about getting attention and being famous, getting in the middle of drama. Because if she didn't, she didn't even have to go there. But DJ Envy's so desperate to save that failing show. Now he wants to make a storyline out of this. But these are real people, DJ Envy. Tyrese is a guy, he will be petty and he will respond. You see what he's doing with Samantha. He's not letting that go. I'm surprised he hasn't really said more. He's been subliminally posting, but he hasn't really gone further because maybe he's already proven his point that his wife was still communicating, that DJ Envy's wife was still communicating with him, that he was still communicating with DJ Envy, and DJ Envy's out here capping, lying, acting like, oh, I don't fuck with Tyrese. Yes, you do.
It's a lie. Just be a man and be honest and say you went above and beyond for me out of the goodness of your heart. And I didn't have it in me, nor did she, to step up and help you when you was in the middle of a crisis. Y'all could have flew to Atlanta. Your first lady could have pulled my ex-wife to the side and had 5, 6 lunches and dinners and did whatever she had to do to try and get her to stay committed to the marriage. You could have pulled me to the side and had conversations with me. You could have did anything. And even if you had attempted to help, she would have still made her decision and said, no, I'm out. I praise God every day that something that God put on my heart to say to you and your wife actually helped y'all in any way I could. But let's not be out here lying and creating characteristics in a man that ain't there, bro. I'm gonna box you in the mouth over some shit. First of all, hee ha ha, nigga, for real. But second of all, you lying on me, bro. You just making shit up. I got receipts. August 23rd. Text messages. I'm not going to show y'all what we texting about. Text messages. Text. Responses. Text. Where is the person? This is his wife. This is First Lady. Where is the person? She's giving me Rashawn's new cell phone number.
Oh. It looks like they're having conversations. Y'all see that? Looks like they're speaking to each other. He got Rashawn's number.
August the 10th, 2022. The psych med and the supposed disrespect happened in 2017.
Right. Right.
So what I want us to do is I want us to be adults. And I want us to leave the conversation alone. And I want you to go ahead and keep wrestling with what you're wrestling with, which is that brother went out of his way and he was there for me. And I've been laughing at him on my show. I've been talking shit. I've been throwing shots. I've been looking at the rumor report. We've been donkeying it a day in it, reading my captions and all my shit. And you've been just every time a guest come on your show, you say, hey man, what's up with Tyrese? I'll be like, damn, Envy, why you trying to bait niggas into talking shit about me?
Because he's not a real friend to you. You see, DJ Envy is a passive-aggressive male heifer. And because he's a passive-aggressive male heifer, he will go and try to use other people to attack you. And the thing is, throughout all of that, Tyrese never said a word about DJ Envy. He never responded. He probably never asked him in text messages and phone calls, why are you doing that? Because I think he understood that it was a part of the show that they were doing. But, you know, he never really said anything about it, at least publicly. DJ Envy doesn't see you as a friend. DJ Envy is jealous that that his wife wanted to bring you into their marriage.
You did it to Ludacris. You did it to Tank.
Shout out to Eric Square.
Who says box you in the mouth? Sounds very beta in Envy's response and evening Jaye.
Appreciate that, Eric. Salute to you. A guy that hasn't been in many fights in his life, a guy who's very awkward, a guy who's a weirdo, and he was just searching for anything to say that he could feel tough in the moment.
You be bringing my name up when people come on the show, and I'm like, what, my bro? That's why I came into the show feeling the way. Why I'm on my Instagram? I'm gonna tell you why I'm on my Instagram. Because everything about what you said was on a public platform, and I'm addressing this shit publicly to let the world know. Your girl, your baby mama, your wife, not Envy's, but anybody, you can leave me in a private room and you can secretly record the conversation. I will never disrespect another man's wife.
He says he wouldn't do it. I don't know. I think if he wanted to shoot a shot, he probably would have done it. All right. And again, DJ Envy's wife wouldn't have cared. She's already said it. She already said she doesn't care about men flirting with her, you know?
I will never disrespect another man's woman. As a matter of fact, when women break up with dudes and they're going through what they're going through, if I actually know the nigga and this ex-wife or ex-girlfriend is all of a sudden available, I won't even fuck with that. That ain't who I am as a man. There's too many women out here to be out here messing with somebody if you know somebody that they used to. Like, come on, man. That's integrity that you learn in the hood, nigga.
I don't know, man. Your current girlfriend was dating and living with a rapper, and she basically went and hooked up with you. I believe it might have been during NBA All-Star Weekend a couple of years back. I made a video on it because the guy confronted her because she was living with him at the time. Now she's living with Tyrese. So maybe he didn't know the particulars of that relationship, but it didn't stop you from continuing a relationship with her. I'm just saying.
Real hood niggas know you can get your whole motherfucking head caved in. For real. For fucking with another nigga's wife. We don't play those games. Too many niggas have been laid out in the hood for crossing that line. You don't do that. August 2022. To make text messages directly into your wife's phone, text chains between me. You just blocked me a month ago. That's a lie. I disrespected you and your wife blocked me. That's a lie. That's a lie. And I deserve an apology. The way you came at my wife, I should box you in the... How did I come at your wife, bro? Just say, I never gave a fuck about helping you when you was fucked up. The way you went above and beyond to help me.
That's the truth, because DJ Envy was never your friend. You know, he's a fake industry guy who's probably going to get indicted for fraud charges, for the real estate fraud. All right. So that guy is not a friend to anybody. All right. That's why he has so many beefs. All right. That's why he has so many beefs, but he's not a friend to anybody.
Own it, nigga. Own it. When you had your meltdown and your problems and you was on the brink of your... Look, a year and a half after the Psych Med episode, that's when Samantha divorced me. There was no Psych Meds in sight, and me, you, and your wife were all still very much so in touch. On calls, communication, text chains. I ain't gotta lie and make shit up, nigga. I got receipts, bruh. You're wrestling with what you decided to not do when my world was crashing down, because you know I went above and beyond to do something for you that I didn't have to do. So let's not justify it. Let's not start grabbing shit out the sky to make yourself feel good about you hitting the parachute button on me when shit hit the fan for me. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Paint your picture, say what you say, talk about what you talk about. Our last exchange was about us finally going on Instagram to talk about the book that y'all put me in, which I'm honored and grateful that y'all decided to tell the story. I didn't want you to. Y'all decided to do interviews and tell everybody what God used me to do to step in and help in any way I could, and you have decided to not be there for me. And you feel bad about it. You feel like shit about not helping me in any way. Yes, you do.
When two brothers have a problem, there's always a strag in the middle of the cause.
Appreciate that, Jason Grady. Always, man. Whenever you, that's how it is. Men don't have issues until you bring a woman into it. That's why there's been so many arguments online, especially on YouTube, about women and male groupings, right? You bring one female in, two females in, it causes division, right?
If you want to know why I invited you to my crib when you was in Atlanta, because I actually know you. And we, me, you, and your wife have all still been on calls, communicating, and still cool. So that fuck shit you talking about, disrespecting my wife, and where? How? When? What? And if I really did, you would have blocked me in 2017 and never unblocked me ever until it was addressed. So you decided to wait until we was on your radio show to talk about some shit that never happened.
Yep. Basically, he basically ambushed him on the show. He ambushed Tyrese. That's what he did. For ratings. Because he's a passive-aggressive male heifer.
Love Transaction, my new song, is available on all streaming platforms.
Got to get the promotion out there. You got to get the promo out there.
Please go and support their book.
I agree, Angie. We definitely need to leave God out of this. God has nothing to do with this. God has absolutely nothing to do with what these people do. Choose to do.
It's on Amazon. It's available. I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me, featuring Lenny Kravitz and Leandria Johnson. It's available. Clearly, Envy is not going to play my music on his show. But I got receipts, bro. And to describe me and put that type of energy on me, you couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't even be more wrong about some shit that I would do when I know I was out of my mind, but I'm almost sure I didn't even disrespect you or your wife when I was out of my mind. Because if I did, why have we still been in touch on text chains and individually? Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, that's it from Tyrese. That was a longer version of the video I played earlier. I wanted y'all to check that out. Yeah, man, this DJ Envy brought this man into the marriage. No. His wife did. His wife brought him in, and DJ Envy went along with it, but I think he felt some type of way. And instead of him being a man and confronting him, he decided to wait until Tyrese was on his show to ambush him like a coward. That's why I don't respect people like that. I really don't. I don't respect that. you know. And DJ Envy better hope his wife doesn't file for divorce, because like I said, once those kids get older, she's gonna want to do stuff. She's gonna want to go out there and live her best life. And you know, his wife seems like she has a bit of an ego on her, so I could definitely see her thinking that, you know, she still got it and that she can go get her another DJ Envy. Right. You know, right. Gia wanted to pass. Gia probably screwing somebody right now, man. Listen, when a woman keeps reminding you that you're a cheater, what you think she doing? What do you think she doing? You don't think that she has men on the side? Especially in these marriages where people have been together for a long time, nobody's being monogamous 100% of the time, especially when one person works a lot, like DJ Envy. I don't know if he still travels to DJ. I think he still travels to DJ. She's at home with the kids. And let's not forget, earlier this year, DJ Envy allowed his wife to go on a 3-week girls trip vacation. I don't even know if it was a girls trip, but I think it was a 3-week girls trip. DJ Envy, he allowed his wife to do that. That man right there, he did. That light-skinned man right there. He allowed his wife to go on a 3-week trip without him for 3 weeks. You trying to tell me that your wife wasn't doing nothing for 3 weeks? 3 weeks. That's almost a month away from her children and away from him. Now, if your wife is in a happy, loving marriage, why does she have to go on a 3-week girls trip? Can you explain that to me? But you're trying to make it seem like Tyrese is the one trying to get with your wife. There's probably a ton of men that's tried to sleep with your wife. But your wife went, on a almost 30-day vacation without you. You at home babysitting the children. And you allowed your wife, that was what, earlier this year? And he was okay with it, like it was cool. Okay, it's cool. You don't think your wife is out here getting around those foreign men? She ain't in America. What happens over there stays over there.
Envy need to listen the Mulan song, Be a Man, from the animated movie. Maybe that'll get his manliness back, but it seems like he's too far gone.
Appreciate that, Air Square. I think he's too far gone. The guy is just giving off loser energy. You allowed your wife to go on this girls trip for almost a month. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Those trips ain't just, we're just going to go to the beaches and go to this resort. Getting deep down. Especially if she went to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Let them find out you an American woman. They'll have you hooked. They'll have you wiring money and going back every spring or summer. And you allowed your wife to go to a foreign country for like almost a month, man. And you want us to believe that she ain't allowing men to flirt with her. What about on the girl trip? You don't think men were flirting with your wife? His wife would never let him go on a 3-week vacation by himself. She would never do that. He would never do that. But you allow your wife to do that? But you talking about Tyrese. I don't think Tyrese is the one that you got to worry about. I don't think Tyrese is the one that you got to worry about. Because something tells me when women are in these marriages with rich, successful men, they never date or cheat with rich, successful men. They always cheat with bums. Guys that work regular jobs, or a guy who's unemployed, like he's never doing good. They always date down. They never date success because they've had success and success is boring. To them, dealing with the guy that doesn't have shit is fun and exciting. It reminds them of high school. Most women are children in their minds. they're still stuck in their teenage years. Shout out to Forever Runway.
You think she looks finer than Floyd's ex Chantel?
I think Chantel looks. She looks, Chantel looks, she looks good. Chantel might look a little better. That's just my opinion. I haven't seen Chantel recently, but I have seen her from a story I did maybe a year or two ago when she was suing Floyd. Listen, that's just my opinion. It's kind of close. It's not, and I'm not here I don't really talk about people's looks like that. I'm not that type of guy. But if you would have asked me, it's kind of close. It's very close. That's why I hesitated. I think it's close. But, Chantel, she's all right. And Gia is all right too. Gia is not an ugly woman. She's not an ugly woman at all. Right? But if you were to put them side by side, you said, hey, point to which one, I point to, but it would be close. It would be close. It wouldn't be like, oh, this person look way, but no, it's none of that. It's none of that. But shout out to everybody that's here. Who do you like, Jay? I will say this though. Gia has a very nice voice. Now listen to her podcast, DJ Envy. She has a really nice, calming, soothing voice. I will say that. She has a very nice, a nice down-to-earth feminine voice. That's when she's, public. I don't know how it is outside of that, but, she does have a very nice voice and she has aged very well.
If she went to Jamaica, she would be getting on bamboo rafts, getting the big bamboo rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing. Divorce papers will be waiting on her when she gets back.
Appreciate that, Jason. I would like to know where exactly did she go to vacation at? You know what I'm saying? I would love to know that. Yeah, she do have the ASMR voice. She does. She should do ASMR videos. I think that'd be very, you know what I'm saying? Yes, those are the ones that poison you and kill you in your sleep. Like, yeah, listen, that's why I say, Envy, you better be careful, man. Like, she done put up with you for that long. Just for you to unravel like that, Yeah, man. Let's see if she take another trip to Jamaica soon. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if she take another trip to Jamaica, man. EJ Envy is down bad, man. Shout out to the people that be checking out my YouTube shorts. I put up a YouTube short, a real quick one about DJ Envy and how, he's making a fool of himself, man. Yeah, Gia loves the attention. Absolutely. Gia, that's why she's messy as hell calling up on that show. Gia is messy for calling on that show, man. Like, why would you call up there basically spreading gossip about a guy that you still was talking to as of, I think, last year? Y'all was still talking. And that's what makes this whole thing crazy, man. They were supposedly friends, so. Okay. All right, people. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the moderators, the channel members, the people who have donated tonight. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all sign up to the Patreon. I'm putting up exclusive videos. I put up a video the other day about a woman beating her box with a belt because she wants to beat the broke men away. Right? She wants her box to stop being attracted to broke men, so she's beating it with the belt. She's a box beater. Called a box beater. They also put up a video reaction to a woman with a BBL running up and down a court, and she broke her leg because she could not run with all those fake assets. Right? She got caught. DJ Envy said, okay, that's what we're going to do. That's what it seemed like, you know. You never know, man. But thank y'all. Make sure y'all join the channel. Become members. All right. And I'll see y'all next one. Y'all take care. Have a good rest of your night, all right?